Welcome back to my channel. My name is Melina, and today I'm going to be doing the World Cup tag. I saw this originally posted by the Mysteries of Writing. I got my little sticky note here. So yeah, I love the World Cup. I love soccer. I've played my whole life, so I'm very excited. You know, my teams weren't in it this year, the US and Holland and Canada, but I'm still excited. So the finals are coming up soon, but let's start with the tag. Red Card, a book I did not like and I will never read again. And I've already said this in a previous video, but I'd have to go with Abby Wambach, Forward. I was a huge Abby Wambach fan, but this book was just terrible. I just don't buy it. It was just a terrible book, and I was really excited to get it. Got the signed first edition, and I hated every second of it. I will not read it again, will not recommend. I don't like who she is as a person. I don't like how she portrayed the sport. Just not a fan. There's an email. Yellow Card, a book that you had high expectations for, but you were disappointed. So I feel like I have to give this another try, but for right now I'm gonna go with The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. There are so many people that absolutely love this book. Like, I know Grace with a Book in Her Face loves it, and so I've seen 1.5 zillion people, and I think I just need to go back and reread it. I don't think maybe I was in a great place when I read it or something. I was very stressed and moving and stuff. So this is one of those books that I need to go back and try it again, but I had high expectations and it just wasn't great for me. Next, Goal, your favorite book of all time. That's almost impossible for me to pick, but I'm gonna go with The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. This is a classic, and I've read it like 1 zillion times, and I'm going to read it again very soon. It's on my reread list because I just haven't read it in a little while. And it has romance, it has adventure, it has tragedy, just everything you could ever want in a book. This is it. Love it. So, technical director, which is a weird term for a soccer game, but I'll go with it. A book that made you fall in love with reading again. And for me, that is Neanderthal Seeks Human by Penny Reid. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I'm a huge Penny Reid fan. And this is exactly what it says. It's a smart romance, and I love that you can really fall in love with this whole, it's like a person that's in a knitting circle and they go on all kinds of adventures. That doesn't sound that exciting, but trust me, it's hysterical, it's very well written, it's very smart. Penny Reid, who wrote this, she's now a full-time author, but she used to be like a biomedical research engineer grant writer or something, so she's really smart, and that comes through, and I love it. So it's not just a trashy romance novel, it's a romance with substance, and it's very smart and well written, and the characters are likable. I love it. Okay, so it's like 2-3 hours later now because my camera died, but we're back, so if everything looks a little bit off, that's why. So I think I was just talking about the book that had me fall in love with reading. So next up I have my Star Player. So that is my favorite book that I've read this year. I actually don't have it because I lent it out to someone because I love it that much, but it is called The Little Paris Bookshop. I'll put a little picture here. It's an adorable story. It's so sweet, and it talks about the love of literature and love and adventure, and I love Paris. It's a place that I've spent a bit of time recently, or fairly recently, but it's just a good story. It's a good story. If you love reading as much as I do, I highly recommend you check it out. The Shirt is what it is. So I guess that's like your country. So a US author for me. So the country that you're from, for me, I'm in America. So I'm gonna go with Under Lock by Mariana Zapata. It's just a really good book. It is a romance novel, so heads up, but it's a slow burn. There's a lot of character development. They don't just like jump into it. You don't really know what's gonna happen along the way. And there's a lot of levels to the characters. Honestly, it's a really, really good read. Anything by Mariana Zapata, you can't go wrong. So I'm gonna go with that for my US author. Then Friendly Party is what this one is called, and you're supposed to find an author from another country. J.K. Rowling is not from the US, so I'm going with that. And of course, I had to go with Harry Potter because naturally Harry Potter had to make it somewhere into this video. So Sorcerer's Stone, just grab the first one because it was convenient. Harry Potter is awesome, so going with the old school. Finally, the last book is The Host. So, book with a world that you would love to visit. And I'm gonna go with Janet Ivanovich, the Stephanie Plum series. This happens to be the 10th book. I believe there's 24, 25 in the series, and I've read all of them or listened to them. So I like to get them on audiobook, but my library has them available for loan. But I just think it's such a fun world. Like, it's set in New Jersey, so yeah, you can go to New Jersey, but the characters, I think it would be so cool to interact with Ranger and Morelli, and I like the Grandma Mazur in here, and of course, Stephanie Plum. I just think she's hilarious. I think it's a great way to mix like a murder mystery ongoing series with like lighthearted fun and also a little bit of romance. So, highly recommend those if you haven't checked them out. So that's all I've got for you today. Whew, this was quite the video to film. I couldn't find my card and my battery died and just a whole lot went on, but I hope you liked it. If you love the World Cup, I definitely would encourage you to participate in this tag. And once again, thanks to the Mysteries of Writing. She's the one that I saw do this tag, so I thought, why not jump in and participate too? And I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you guys next week. Leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up. Bye!